All right, all right, all right. So let's just check on our stream strength just to be sure that we are broadcasting properly. All right. Okay, like we're doing good. So for today's streaming session for Black Desert, we're not immediately going up to um, our usual grinding spot because the last time we had a request, well, sort of a request for a Pinoy player as well. That's wanting me to show life skills in general. So I'll be spending the rest or the first, I'm guessing 30 minutes of the stream showing you what are the current life skills that I am doing, and maybe you can use it as well for your accounts. So right now, I'm just using my Shy character, which is actually one of my primary cooking and processing character. So as you can see, I'm actually cutting wood for our wood crates. So wood crates was one of the original money making processes that people were doing. So this was during the start of the servers, so early 2017 when the servers released here on SCA. And of course, during that time when I started as well, I wasn't able to gather as much resources as I do or as I have right now. And people and most of the guides were talking about doing Calpheon timber crates. So these, I originally made these or started to create Calpheon crates from Calpheon directly, and then transferred them over to Valencia here. So as you can see, that's really far away. So I have the relevant nodes connected here. So from Valencia up until, you can see these almost like yellow or golden links to the nodes until Calpheon, and then of course I connected it when I returned to the game, and all the way up until Grana. So right now, this is the farthest area where you can create crates for this type of reward. So if you're not aware, trading, that trading life skill sort of adds in the distance we traveled between these materials towards where they are going to be traded. So right now, this is one of the farthest points in terms of sheer distances. So Grana from Valencia. And as you can see here, each timber crate, Calpheon timber crate, is actually 98,640 silvers. So I forgot the exact calculation for this one, but the last time that I traded around 600 pieces of Calpheon timber crates with special desert buff, so this doubles down further the trading rates, and I transferred the materials here. I was able to get 2 billion 2 billion silvers for that 600 pieces. So that was originally created from Calpheon. So now this is created from Grana. I'm thinking if I trade the same number of items, I'd get around at least 40% more silvers, or at least 50%, if I'm not mistaken. And it's easier to transport them now because we also have Where is that? So this one. So trade wagons. So trade wagons are actually more useful now. This compared to other um, transport wagons have a very high weight limit, so I can transfer all of these easily, as you can see there. So 1,000 at a time, of course. So when I transfer these things, it's going to be a lot easier than just transferring it outright. Right, so what I'm doing right now is actually just breaking down timbers. So Calfian crates are actually contains cedar timber, fir timber, and birch timber. And a lot of these node sources are actually around Calfion. So we got one here. So starting from the north side, for this one. So Bree Tree actually has birch. Baruto Cave, or not that one. Where's the other one? Oh no. From the south, I'm guessing. Here we go. This one. So we have fir timber here. From Mancha Forest. And from Fionel's cabin, we also have another set of fir timber. And from where is this? Trent Forest, we also have another set of fir timber. And from Lumberjack's rest area, cedar timber. So as long as we're able to get, oh, we have another one here from Longtree Leaf Forest, cedar timber. So as long as we have all of those nodes available, we are able to easily gather as much materials as we have. So since I started, as you can see here, I have around, what is this, 900,000 cedar timber currently, 1,000,000 pieces of fir timber, and 800,000 for birch timber. So I have more fir timber available because I do believe I have, or there are more nodes available for fir timber. So hold on one sec. Yeah, we're back. So yeah. As easy as that. I just transfer these timbers to Grana, and then using my shy character, I use storage processing like this, and select the appropriate material I have. So currently I'm processing cedar plank. So of course, when you get that, you have two sets of materials that's going to be processed for that one. So one is the plywood and another is the plank. So plank is actually, or plywood is actually the final form that we need, and the plank is another, or the second to the last form of the material. So once you have enough planks for each set of timbers, you just need to process those until you get the plywood. And then in turn, you would need to get a woodwork bench available in the immediate area. So in this woodwork bench, I have one worker working, processing the creation of the Calfian timber crates. So we do this by again assigning one worker, and then the materials we need are as follows. So 25 plywood of each of the timbers that are available, and of course 10 pieces of blackstone powder. So originally I was also processing blackstone powders on my own, but I found that it's much easier to buy them in the central market. And right now, oh, no, blackstone powder. Blackstone powder is goes as low as 4,500. So it is a little bit high as of the moment. So compared to the previous months past, but this is a lot cheaper and a lot faster when you just buy it instead of gathering rough stones and then using grinding process. So that takes up a lot of time than just simply buying it from other players selling it for you. So the other thing, oh, on the next stream for Black Desert, I believe on Monday, I show you guys how much I'll get for the 1,000. Hold on, let's transfer it now. The 1,000 pieces of coffee and timber crate that we're going to transfer. So yeah, I'm transferring that now. So next time when we see each other again, this is going to be available for trading. So next is what do you call this? Farming. So I believe I've actually shown farming before on a previous stream. Farming initially, of course, is used mainly to gather materials for food items. So a lot of food items here available in Black Desert are actually used for their innate buffs, innate power-ups. These are used mostly by players participating in PvP, other life skiller players as well, but mostly they use it for PvP. So at the moment, since we're showing it right now, I'm actually harvesting or planting special hot peppers. So at the moment, I'm just actually gathering or performing planting hot peppers for the rewards of for what do you call that one? Contribution points. So this blush leaf was just recently added, from what I know, to help you get contribution points more easily compared to the previous ones, wherein you need to actually perform quests, simple quests, in order to gather contribution points experience. As you can see here, when you perform the harvesting, you'll get these blush leaf. So when you trade 20 pieces of this for to an NPC, it gives you 900 extra contribution points plus 30 farming experience. So I actually use plant breeding, so I don't use harvest yet. Time to time I do make mistakes in harvesting these out, but that's not usually my target. So it's also best if you can to have a character that has a lot of inventory space for this one, so that you don't, or you receive the maximum number of planting available for you and the reward itself. But yeah, as easy as that. So I'm just waiting for this one to transfer or to gain more of these before I exchange them. And right now I'd also like to show you just a few cooking items that I've been working on. So usually, aside from farming, this character was also my primary cook for this account. What happened? Number slot is invalid. Oh yeah, since I do have two other items here.
If you lose lose your composure, you'll eventually lose yourself.
There we go. So again, aside from my shy, this is also one of my cooks. So the advantage of having to cook your own materials is, of course, you're able to provide food for your workers. So as you can see here, I do have, hold on, hide the navigation form for a bit. I do have a set of workers from most of the towns that I am based off on. So a lot of these are currently working as artisans. So hold on. Let's just see. I do believe I had one one worker before. So this guy failed the promotion. So with that in mind, we'll need to have one other worker take the test so that we'll see if we can promote that one. So next up is currently this is the one I use for cooking my grilled bird meat, which is actually used for feeding the workers. So grilled bird meat is very easy to acquire. So what you just need to do is have Finto farm and invest contribution points to it, and then get the chicken meat production. This one. So I have one there, and I also have one here. But both of these are actually being worked on by another set of workers from Heidel. So the materials I have or I acquire from that is actually being funneled here. And then once I get a chance to process these things, these food items, I just send them over to Velia, because it is here where I actually stored or created, or no, invested in a house where you can install cooking utensils. So aside from grilled bird meat, I also was recently using or cooking up honeycomb cookies, which I trade for what do you call that, for impure trading. So right now I do have here we go, cooking master box, or master's cooking box. So these items are actually very useful in terms of early silver accumulation. So during that time, grinding and farming were not as much lucrative in terms of silver's gain. So this was what we were doing before. What else? So aside from that one, I can also let's see what else. Oh, this one. So the next one I'm going to show you is for one of the most previous additions to the game, which had a great effect in the economy. So again, during this time, grinding for with monsters were not very effective in terms of farming silvers. So when they introduced the barter system, a lot of people actually went here, used their characters to use barters or to perform barters. So barters are the same as trading, but the only difference is for this one, bartering is usually made for sea travel. So I've already amassed a lot of items here that I don't actually use anymore, and these items are are going to be stuck here until I trade them or I barter them. Hold on. Let me see if I still know where the barter system is. So as you can see, also, as you can also see, I'm using the old UI of the game. I still much prefer to use this because this is what I am used to compared to the newer UI, which is this one. I do know this is more friendly, but again, I'm very used to this UI, and unfortunately, I'm not going to transfer or change very soon. So here we go. So how the barter works is actually when on a specific time period, there would be items that are available for bartering and are only available for a set amount of trades. So this is determined by your parlay. So right now, my parlay is 348,174. So this is only good for, I think, 10 at the most. And what we do before is actually like this one. So I need to transfer, or I need to exchange 2 conch shells. Conch shell ornament, which I do know I have. So this is also the trouble here. You need to memorize the icons and the locations so that it's more easy for you to trade these things. So again, you trade all of these things until you reach the last level, which are actually, where is it? Level 4, level 5. So these are exchanged for 5 million. So during this time, this was very lucrative because you just need to travel from one point to another, and hopefully you all already have good enough ships for bartering, because a lot of times you'll be traveling from here to one of these locations. Hold on. Yeah. Get a better view of the path. There we go. We need to travel one from here to here, and then another set would be from there to here. And the other problem is when there's a barter that's from there up to, let's say, here in around Ilya Island. So that's really very far, as you can see right there. Again, if you don't have the means of travel, especially using faster ships, then this will definitely be a problem. And also, there's also a chance that you might run into other players that might be hunting other players that were bartering during that time. So that really took a lot of the fun out of it and put a lot of fun into it. Of course, if you do have the means to get a strong enough warship, then it's good for you. But if you were like me during the first ones, so I was using the basic ship during that time, so I wasn't really having enough fun. And during those times, I just say transfer to another server till those quote unquote pirates leave the area or they get bored, and I do something else before until they leave. So what else? Ah, yes, fishing. So the final thing that I can show you at this time would be fishing. So if there's one life skill that I'd like to recommend to everyone, would be fishing. because fishing is actually um not so much as what do you call this, crowded most of the times. The only times that you have other people fishing are during the fishing events where there are special rewards. But most days, for like me, hang around. I leave my character here overnight. I'm actually here near the south of Grana, as you can see here, at Archer Southern Camp. Acre, not Archer, Acre other Southern Camp. And I just leave my character here overnight. It's best, I'd suggest, is to have Balena's fishing rod. So as you can see here, this when you upgrade Balena's fishing rods, it gives you 25% less, or it lessens the time when you use auto fishing. And yeah, most of the time you will leave your characters to fish by themselves, so this is the best way. So a lot of people are already selling plus 10 Balena's fishing rods, but if you can and you're feeling lucky, you can create your own too. And I'd suggest also that you use an item branding stone. So if you're not familiar with an item branding stone, you can actually purchase it in the central market. Just looking for one here in my Black Spirit safe, because I know I do have one here. I think it's not. Ah, here we go. There we go. Item brand spellstone. So whenever you put an item brand spellstone on an item, it decreases the chance of the item's durability getting getting less and less. So normally, if your item doesn't have an item brand, this you can see here. There's also an item under repairable, or the name brand, or the text brand available to it when you have already branded the item. So this lessens the durability, or the usage of items that's covered by durability. So in comparison, a fishing rod doesn't have an item brand stone, usually lasts up until I think 3 to 4 hours of continuous auto fishing. But my fishing rod actually lasts up until I think 8 or to 10 hours, until durability reaches 0. So it's very helpful when you plan on AFK fishing. And there we go. You see we have unavailable, or a fish caught recently. So what I do here actually is I get or use the yellow filter, so I don't get any regular fish anymore, because it's not what do you call this, very lucrative in trading fish anymore. So what's the target that we need is actually these ancient relic crystal shards. So each of these usually in the marketplace sells up for 2 million and above. So right now it's 2,390,000 for one piece. And the best thing about these are actually you get to use them up, you combine them, and you kill a certain number of bosses, and you get memory fragments, which you can sell for a lot more silvers. So people are always looking for memory fragments. So it is my bet that you need, or you can, if you're able to, AFK fish with at least one character. And I'd suggest you don't level it above 49, so it doesn't get killed randomly. So, oh, sorry, I forgot to show that one. So right now in my inventory, I have 3,906 ancient relic crystal shards. So I've been planning to um, use this all up. But fortunately, when I think about doing it, it just bores the hell out of me because it's really boring. So when you do this, you need to at least get a party. You do the party quest for this one. It's faster, and from what I've been told, the rewards are better. So yeah. So I guess that would be it for the life skills part of this stream. So that would be timber crates, farming, cooking, and of course fishing and barter rather. So to be honest, I don't plan on performing the other cooking or the other life skills for now. So hunting, I don't know if this is lucrative right now. Alchemy would be a good life skill to invest on because aside from cooking, you get a lot of items that are very useful for level grinding and life skilling as well with alchemy. You can also get a lot of money from training. So training is actually specific to horse training. So if you plan on targeting high level mounts, then horse training is your best bet. And what else? Sailing is just getting your ships to travel faster in the seas. So I'm not sure if you'd want that because right now it's the Great Ocean content is not very active. So let's wait for future content for that one. Right. So again, that would be it for our life skills section or portion of this stream. So now let's go back to our season character, and since it's already Friday, I need to get my weekly season quest again in check so that I can upgrade a few more of my Tuvala gears. So before that, hold on. Let me just leave you for a while, for a few minutes, and then I'll get back. One sec. All right. Sorry about that. So now, since we're back here to our regular grinding portion, I just need to set aside my energy. So again, looking back, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items already in pen level. So I have one more accessory. Once I reach level 60, it's automatically going to give me a pen earring, so that's not going to be a problem. So the last things that I need, of course, would be this, or the other earring, the one other ring, and one belt. So my friends have already told me that these are again very easy to reach as long as I'm constantly doing weekly season quests, and then we won't have any problems. So at the end of this stream, or before the end of the stream, we'll try again to upgrade our offhand weapon, the Tuvala Shard, and our armor. So hopefully we get at least one upgrade, at least one, just one, for this week, and then next week again. Okay. So let's get back to our previous spot. So right now, just need to repair my items before we proceed. Oh. Okay. So we don't have any problems with that one yet. So let's go to the Blood Wolf settlement. Wait, let's go to a stable first and let's recover the energy or stamina of this mount, so that we don't have any problems for that one. Let's recover here, and oh, there we go. Get back to it again. So again, aside from, of course, having this character be or graduate properly, so at least level 60, all, if not most, of the items in pen grade, and yeah, if I just reach those levels or those targets, then this character wouldn't be a waste and actually be a very useful character to have as an alternate. So again, I've already mentioned this before. I'm targeting to have or create a shy class on the next season, so that I can use it as a support character when me and my friends party up, because most of us, well, all veteran Black Desert players before the shy class appeared didn't have any support characters aside from wizards and witches. They also have Rift's Echo available here, 5 pieces. So I need to also use this up so it doesn't go to waste. These items here too, I usually don't open up these items anymore. I usually try to sell them if I can. But yeah, at the moment, this season character is actually, let's see, it's actually able to be on par with my main character, which is my wizard. As you can see here, I mostly have pet items already all around, but since that's not really enough in this regard, I need to what do you call this, get at least pen, because pen Tuvala gears are actually the equivalent of pet main equipment, main set equipment. Right, just one more loading screen to go, and then we'll be back to our grinding. Let me just double check my screen now, my stream. If you haven't had the time to follow me yet, please do so for Twitch and YouTube. Follow and subscribe. So again, at the moment, I'm just trying out trying out my best to perform these things, because I haven't had I don't actually, or I've only had enough experience in streaming that I need to do this time and again so that um, I understand what I need to do more or to do better. And with you guys providing support, following me, giving me what do you call this, information I need, then yeah, we'll be able to provide more entertaining content. Right, so let's bring out our pets so that we have someone to loot for us. And we're back in action. So yeah, as seen on my previous streams, I do like to stay here on this particular rotation because here I actually have a better chance of completing my quests more quickly compared to the other areas that I've done before. And again, I've already, hopefully, up to this time, I've been able to provide a better use for the skill sets available to this class. And unlike the original streams that I was doing before, wherein I was just using my main weapons and focusing on specific HP recovery skills compared to the passive life stealing skills that I'm using with the awakening weapon. So yeah, target is around 5,000 monsters. So I usually am able to do this through the course of 2 streams. So 2 hours each, so depending if I have time during the day before the stream, but I was able to actually perform a few or perform a few grinding sessions in between, then going to turn out a lot faster. But as of the moment, I'd really just like to share or play the game during the streams so that I can share with you guys my experiences. And oh, by the way, I've also been trying to fix my audio. So if you're watching right now, please do let me know if the audio is doing well. It's not too loud, especially with my microphone. So I've struggled with you updating my audio specific to my microphone since the beginning, since the first time I've streamed, because I'm using a basic microphone, a condenser microphone. I know I sound well enough for me to understand myself when I rewatch the stream, but since most of the time I'm hearing my own voice, then that shouldn't be too much of a problem. But if you guys can let me know what you think, especially during this time, during our live streams, then that would be a lot better. All right. So that's around 100, 200 monsters down already. Again, this is not a problem for us anymore because a lot of, well, even during the first times, a lot of the times that you need to grind here in Black Desert, monsters are not actually that much threat to you, especially the regular monsters, because they were actually, well, this is my opinion, but the monsters are actually created to be destroyed and not really plan out ahead, um, like with normal or with other MMOs before. So you don't really get to, or you don't really need to create specific tactics for them. As long as your character is able to hold up with the defenses, then you won't have any problems. And also, if you're a first time viewer to the stream, um, I've actually changed my what do you call this, streaming language to English from Filipino. So initially I wanted to focus my stream focus my stream for local viewers, but at this time I'm usually I get more um foreign, well, foreign to me, other non-Filipino viewers that are giving their 2 cents on the streams. And since us Filipinos have a basic idea of how to speak and understand English, then it's not too much of a problem for us. And also, this gives me the chance to test out um, my vocabulary, so that if in the future we're given the chance to have a bigger community, then it would be really helpful for me to be able to communicate in a language that's more that is used universally than just my local language, because I already know how to speak my language. So it's also my intent to share my content, the content I create, put up on a regular basis to everyone, available on the internet. So yeah, at times I may be to be honest with you, I'm pretty much really boring to listen to. And most of the time I have my wife and my kid in the background, and that's why I'm mostly not raising my voice so that I don't disturb them as well. And right now it's just me here in the room, and if you're a previous viewer, you'd notice that I've actually changed my video output from what's being shown. So before, you can actually see the background here in my room, but now I've actually changed it. I'm using a built-in green screen effect on my phone, which I use as my main camera. And okay, so now we have someone we call here in the Philippines as sausaw. So these or kill stealers in general terms. So yeah, I usually don't um usually don't go out of my way to tell people, oh, please don't. I'm already covering this area. Please don't kill steal, because I know a lot of people, players here in Black Desert, can be quite toxic at times, and I'm just trying to avoid that toxicity because I'm playing the game to enjoy it and not actually fight about it at the moment. So let's see, maybe in the future um when I get more experience, especially with PvP. Let's see if we can get some action here in our stream. You never know, right? So yeah, already in the 500, nearing 500 range. So that won't be a problem for us. And I'm also thinking about adding in things to talk about during the stream, so that you're just not looking at what I'm doing. So ever since working for my job, I've already had the opportunity to become more open, talking to other people, because naturally I'm um, more of an introvert. So most of us are. If I'm being honest, most of us players, gamers, are not very much extroverted people. So we mostly get our social interactions playing these games, and that's mostly enough for us. And I myself, having work now, I have my own family, a little family, a wife and a kid. It actually provides you with more opportunity to become better at communicating the things that you need to. Yeah. So again, I'm planning on adding in, or thinking about adding in, topics to discuss other than the game itself during the stream, especially with these instances where I'm just grinding. So if I were given the chance to do it, and the audience would be non-Filipinos, then I'd like to talk about um, our culture, especially if you guys haven't had the time, like myself, to travel around the world. At least from my words alone, you get an idea of how it is to live here in our country. And maybe, yeah, you can share a lot of the things that you like about your country as well. Because from my thinking is, you guys are actually more versed in the game now compared to myself. I haven't had the chance or the opportunity to dive into the specifics of the game anymore. When I was in college, when I was still studying, I do, but unfortunately at this time, at my age, I can't believe I'm saying that. At my age, I don't have the time to explore most of these things anymore. I leave it usually to the younger people, because that's how I was before as well. Right, we still have two more maids available, storage maids available, so that won't take up too much of our space anymore. Right, so we're nearing the first hour, first half of our stream for this evening. So again, if you haven't had the time and you'd like to watch me shell out more content, hit the follow and subscribe buttons for Twitch and YouTube. So I usually have my stream schedules are usually Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And oh, I do still have Sundays, but during Sundays I may, it's not yet final, but I may take it out of the stream schedule, regular schedule, because during those times I do have a lot of family stuff to do, especially of course because it's the weekends, and that's the only time I may get to hang out with the family, friends. But yeah, if I do have the chance, I'll stream. I'll get, or I'll add in a stream during the weekends as well. I'm actually not expecting to have my streaming get really big, but I am doing this to gain experience, to understand how the streaming works and how I read the analytics and all of that things, and all of those things. But I do plan on having my kid when she grows up to stream. Maybe she'll be the one to what do you call this? Continue my legacy. Because when I was a kid, this is actually what I wanted to do. Play the games I like the whole day, share it with other players, and especially now that the internet is this big and it's this fast, it's really easy to have or get acquainted with other people from around the world now compared to before. So when I was a kid, I'd usually just play single player games on by myself or with my brothers. And when online games came out, it's more of a local content, local servers, not really much of international servers, because again, internet services here in the Philippines during my time in high school and college were not really that great. So highest or the fastest that I was, oh, hold on, we have a Fuaru right here. Did he run to? Oh, didn't see him. Did he go? Did you go? Dang it. Where did he go? Man. I don't know how that monster gets away from me every time. Dang it. Anyway, it's fine. Anyway, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, internet services when my time during high school and college was not as fast as what it is right now. So in the computer shops or cafes that we usually play during our time. The fastest speeds that we have for DSL connections were actually around 20 Mbps. That's all. That's what is considered to be fast during that time. And having what, around 20 to 30 computers connected to a single connection during that time. If someone just opens up Friendster, we didn't have Facebook yet during that time. Friendster, everyone's going to get angry because you don't just open up Friendster when someone was actually doing, let's say, a joining a war or RF online, or a few people doing what's it called, that guild wars for Ragnarok during that time. Someone's gonna get hit. And I'm not kidding, because a lot of players are really, well, a lot of us are really serious with our games. And if you're just going to open up your Friendster account or your social media accounts during that time, you don't want to use or go to a gaming computer shop, because if it's not already known, usually the guy that is what do you call this, operating the shop during that time would tell you, oh, please don't open up Facebook or Friendster, because the people playing the games will lag. And a lot of times during that those period as well, most of the kids, most of us that were using or playing games were not actually playing online games still. It's better, or a few more of us were actually playing, let's say, GTA 5 or GTA 4, playing Dota 1 from what do you call this, custom maps on Warcraft 3. So yeah, a lot of changes have gone on, and having this opportunity right now, having to share my stream and show it to other players around the world, have the opportunity to share what I like to do, it's sort of a dream come true. Especially for my brothers and I, all of us actually avid fans of PC games, console games. If we are able, or if we were able to afford all of this during that time or during those times, then I'm thinking I actually won't be married, or none of us won't be married, because we just play all day. So that's how it is. And I get how the expression, or what we say to older people now, that, oh, when I get a job, I get enough money, I'll build my own computer and play games all day. You don't actually do that. You don't actually get to do that anymore. Especially you already have a family and you need to support your kid, because you playing all day is not really helpful for your child. So yeah, but we won't go into that much, because I don't want to bum anyone who's viewing the stream right now. Just need to have an older nerd talk to you. So yeah. Okay, so we are actually already at 1,000 monsters killed for this session. And We actually have already used up our this storage maids. They haven't had time, or they haven't had time to recover yet. So we still have 2 minutes. So I do hope that duration um comes in soon, because I'm really moving very slowly right now. So yeah, aside from Black Desert, I'm also um trying to look for a regular streaming schedule for my Fallout content. So I've actually started out streaming Fallout 1. So I started last week. Did I stream that? Was it on Monday? Oh, and Tuesday. So um I had to make up for the Sunday stream that I wasn't able to do last week, so I played that one. So I'm planning on creating a Fallout series stream. Still have 1 minute, which entails me playing Fallout 1, Fallout 2, and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, Fallout Tactics, Brotherhood of Steel, then playing Fallout 3. Then hopefully we get to have sale for Fallout New Vegas. I know a lot of us have Fallout New Vegas as one of our best Fallout series. So aside from Fallout 2, a lot of people also talk about Fallout 2 as one of the best Fallout series that was ever released. So that's also one of the reasons that I got into the said series, because my brothers were actually playing it way before I started out playing most of the PC games that I'm playing right now. Okay, so here we go. So we are able to clear out our weight limit with that, with the reset of those storage maids. Unfortunately, the next one is going to have we're going to have to travel to the nearest NPC store. What's the next cooldown for our storage maids? For 3 storage maids actually is in the next 6 minutes. I don't think we're going to last that long anymore. So where are we? So we're already at 1,200, hitting 300 monsters. Oh, nice. Blood Wolf Oath. Wolf's Oath. Again, we need that for our infinite potion. So I still don't know how I'm going to start that quest for that said reward. But as long as I'm able to get the materials required for it, then yeah, I'll continue grinding and farming at this area. So aside from this class, so also from my main character, I do like playing with the classes that have um, high damage area effect skills. Because of course this gives me more chance in dishing out wide area damage and completing available quests faster than classes that have focus damage. But unfortunately, with this type of attacks, our chosen characters are actually focused more on what do you call this, crowd control. So the skills that they have or we have are actually more with providing stun, providing knockdowns. And even though I would want to create a ninja class and what do you call this, wreak havoc during wars, that's not really my focus. And I'd much rather create a support class character than join in the hundreds of other players that want to be again the main character of their stories for these MMOs. I'd like to be more of a side NPC, extra character on the sidelines. Okay, we've reached our weight limit again. Let's just complete this set of monsters on our way up that mountainside. $1,400. Time to run to the nearest NPC. We still have 15 minutes. Then we're going to try to upgrade again. Again, our target for that one is at least one other weapon or armor to reach pen grade. Oop, stop this for now. Stop the Agus fever. Let's add in item collection. Go. We also already reached or gotten quite enough rewards for this area. So with this Eye of the Ruins rings, so I already got 2. So when we sell it to the marketplace, it's going to be around at least 100 million and 200 million for both. So at this instance alone, we already had um, gained 200 mil for those two items alone, and that's more than a lot, or that's more than 3 times the amount of silvers that we usually receive when we were farming and grinding around 2018, 2019. Again, new players right now are very lucky with how you joined the game.
We decided from then on
So we
we wouldn't
already
drink
have
alcohol anymore.
a lot of opportunities, a lot of chances to get more than enough items or silvers to make your characters stronger in more faster time, especially with the server or season servers. Because again, if you're a new player, you've just created your account, just bought your account, just join the season server, and after that, even if you only reach 10th level for everything you own here, then you're already set. You already have one character available for grinding, farming, and even possibly PvP. So I'm just looking at the items I have right now on my inventory. I don't know if these are valuable enough, because the names alone, there are a few things that I know that are very valuable in terms of how they are supposed to be used. In terms of, for this instance, this item, the name alone is highlighted or colored in red. So I know that's a valuable item. Start. Let's start that again. Still have at least 20 minutes. Turn on our Agres Fever and item collection so that we have more chances of getting high rewards. Alright. Oh man. He's back. Garmoth is flying around. So I'm able what's this? This is new. Okay. Ah, okay. So that's where I get that item. Nice. So again, first time I reached this area, when I was doing the quest for it, Mountain of Eternal Winter. I didn't know that those fireballs were coming from Garmoth flying around. So I was really surprised that I was thinking, oh, where's this damage coming from? Because it was so high. I got killed twice before I ever noticed that it wasn't a normal attack from a monster. When I did, yeah, you'll understand that when you see those types of attacks, you just move out of the way and wait until Garmot passes through, and then yeah, you go back to your usual stuff. 1,500, and we still have 10 minutes to go before we start our enhancement proceedings again. So even though we started 30 minutes late because of our life skills introduction, still we're able to quickly kill off at least half of the weekly season quest that we were tasked to do. Huh. Didn't that monster get? Right. Got more Garmoth's Gate. So before we start our next stream for Monday, I'll be researching on that the Infinite Potions quest line, the Mass of Pure Magic items, and that one, Garmoth's Scale. Do know that those items will be used for special upgrading for weapons or armors, but I'm just not sure what specifically they used for. Oh, another one. So let me just check this. I don't know what it's used. Check it out after the stream and maybe maybe start researching on it immediately. Last 5 minutes and last 200 monsters to go. I think we're going to reach that before our 5 minutes is up. So before we wait for that 5 minutes, going to talk about our next free game night game. So currently, Shadow Shogun, I think is the name. It's currently available free to claim on Epic Games Store. So up until let's see, 11 until the 25th November. Yeah, after 2 weeks, it's going to be changed again. But yeah, from the comments alone and from a few gaming sites and pages that I've viewed earlier, I think it's a classic game of or part of one of the genre defining games for a period. So that was during I think 2018 and 2019. So it's currently available at again Epic Store, Epic Games Store for free to claim. So if you already have a Epic Store account, and go ahead and claim your free copy of the game. So there is also one other game that's available aside from that one. I forgot the name. I think it's more of a side scroller type of game available, so go check out that title as well. Right, 50 more monsters to go. Monster to go. And there we go. 2000 monsters 3. So let's just finish up this group of monsters, and let's go back to the town. Just need at least one equipment to go pen grade for this one. Got to turn on Agris Fever. Range. Right. Let's run. So I do have I have one $60 fail stack here for one upgrade, and we still have these advice of vaults available for the other one. So if ever our enhancement attempts fail, somehow again to be able to easily recover those items to 10th level again. Again, what we follow for our fail stacks for enhancement is 10 fail stacks for try to duo, and then 24 from duo to try. Try to tet is around 40, and then tet to pen is 60, at least 65. So we were able to take or get those values from one other player, streamer. So yeah, it works. It has worked for us so far. We have this helmet, this shoes and armors, and this main weapon as well. So if that's giving us success for those upgrades, then yeah, it works. Let's recover our stamina for our horse here, repair our equipment here, and sell our jump items there, so that the next time go through here you don't have to do those basic things. These instance, right? So do it again. 1 Tuvala armor and 1 Tuvala offhand weapon for our Johanna class. Bring out Black Spirit. Let's do our enhancements. Yeah, I think we used up all of our other enhancements from before. So here we have 37%, so this usually is enough for our enhancement needs. So hopefully for this one we get a pen item. So here we go. All right. Woohoo. At least one more. With that done, we can go ahead and proceed to this other one. Let's make it 2 for 2. There we go. Oh, so should be 66 for the 38%. Okay, so for this one, well, the shard, let's see. We're going to get lucky the second time. Ah, okay. It didn't. fine. Let's just recover this item to tech now. Again, we need, was it 40? Oh. Wait. 6? Yeah, no, it's not 26. Yeah, let's go for 40. Do have a lot of these advice of bots available, so it's not gonna be a problem. Okay. Ooh. Hey. Oh, 26. Let's try. Okay, here we go again. So let's try and recover this one again. I don't know, this usually happens after able to successfully get one other item to 10. Is 70? Is that 70? So let's exchange some weapon and let's recover max durability. Repair.
It's a hell of a job to make steel that can...
And let's transfer to our shy character and let her have opportunity to get back
Only a slacker with storage because I like to read.
our
Just continue to be stupid. I've never forgotten a customer,
item.
what they stored or what they said.
200 for this one, and this is oh, he has the other 90, just the 78. Okay, let's try our land. See if he's lucky today. It's taking a while to load. Go to storage. It's easier to have to prepare your items back to their previous maximum level before you go out, so that you don't miss out on other things that you need to do once you get back to playing the game. At least that's how I see it. Go. Let's add in 10 fail stacks for this one. That should be enough. There we go. And we use this for try. What? Try that again.
Use the storage.
Use the skip animation now. Oop. There we go. Let's try a 20.
Trust me. Keep things safe.
That's what we need. Are all of our rows. Okay, fine. And use our blackstones for 20. Go. Okay.
My residence force
Oh, we're moving again to another character.
is made.
That work. Let's try. Fine. Let's try our striker. We have 17 minutes to recover that enhancement level for our offhand weapon. So same with the land character. This is also one of the other characters that I use to gather milk that we use for the honeycomb cookie. So this one. The characters are usually lucky, so I'm not surprised we're not getting past duo level. Okay, that's fine. Still have a lot of items available. Let's use skip animation again for this one. One more. There you go. 35. Why aren't you going? Let's try that again. And one more. Ooh. Tough, really tough. And let's try that again. Again. Okay. So let's go for another. Hold on. Another set
Storage.
of 24. 24 fail stacks using black stones. 25. And there you go. Is this enough? I don't think that's enough. So where's our 40? I need to use 40.
Trust me. Keep things safe.
So let's go back to the Tanya. All of these. And let's use one of her scrolls. I need 40. 40 fail stack scrolls for this one again. Oh yeah, I think I was being a bit too conservative for the fail stacks for that level previous previous runs.
Call me a slacker with storage because I like to read. All the while they just continue being stupid. I've never forgotten a customer, what they stored or what they said.
Oh, 40. Oop. Let's open up or bring out Black Spirit again. Let's leave the 72 fail stacks there and use this 40. Sorry. Yeah, 35. Let's add 5 Box Cries for that one just to be safe. So let's put let's uncheck the skip animation this time. Okay. Give me Tet. Come on. Ah, dang it. Let's use this again. Right. And let's use this again. Come on, Tet. Come on, Tet. Ah, jeez. Ah. Done. I think. Oh, we need 20. Okay. Yeah, let's use our 30 stacks here. Do that again. Oh. Okay. Like we need to recover max durability again. We still have 10 minutes. More than enough time. Still recover that one. Not you.
This is steel made with
Change
silicon
of
black.
hand.
Other metals got nothing on this.
Oh yeah, we need 9.
Who protects our village?
There, max
Only the descendants of
ability.
Shere Khan can protect us.
Oops, what happened?
It's a hell of a job to make steel that can pierce a dragon's scales.
Oh, okay. So we weren't able to pin it up. Let's transfer this carrot and open up this one. There we go.
The best blacksmith.
I'll recover again, max durability. Let's use continuous grading. There we
This
go.
is steel made with Shere Khan blacksmithing.
Okay, let's try that more time. Go. Try this. More time. There you go. So 50. I need to think about it again. So it's at least 50 fail stacks for try to tet. Okay. So yeah, we have our weapon back. It's fine. So we already have past 300 DP for this character. Hold on, let's get our carrots off of the horse. And let's go to this central market and store
You need a weapon worth more than silver to become a noble here.
items that we can lay off here. So we free up more space for our Britannia class. Right? So yeah. With that being said, we're still able to get one more pen grade item. We were able to complete our armors. So we have pen helmet, armor, shoes, and gloves. Our main and awakened weapons are already penned, so that's more than enough damage. So the next things we need are again one earring, one ring, and one belt. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we still have 3 weeks to go before the season ends, so that's not too much of a problem, and we're already 80% into our max or our level experience levels, so 20% more till we reach level 60. So that's going on great. Yeah, hold on, let's hide our pets because we won't be needing them right now. And what else? Yeah, let's open up our guardian. Oh, hello. So hello, Ego RX. So yeah, previous sorry, I was late to read your chat. Yeah, previous enhancements were sad, but still I was able to recover to Tet, so that's fine. I was able to get a pen armor earlier, so still good enough for for this season character. So let's clear up our energy levels for this character. So this guardian is actually was our first season character. As you can see, we were not able to reach at least that levels of enhancements for this one because again during this time when I created it, I had an emergency for work. I needed to travel to another country and wasn't able to complete my quests for this character. So yeah, fortunately this is what we were left with. What else? Do we have items here that we can transfer? No. Fine. What else? Ah, yes. I think we can take a look at our main character. So again, our main character is this wizard. So this was the first character I made, and I pushed hard to make it a viable character for Black Desert for this for my account. But yeah, we were able to reach pet levels initially for most of our items, and we tried to do a pen roulette during that time. And oh, this was the one I should have used. Only 50. Yeah, that's fine. Delete that. This need to use this next time. Yeah, hold on. Let's take all of these things first and transfer all of these so that we can use it on our Arcania. Yeah, again, I used, or I did a pen roulette on my equipment before, and unfortunately, aside from the accessories, I failed all of it. So I lost TET enhancement for most of my armors, or all of my armors and equipment, and I was only able to recover TET level for Dandelion for my awakened weapon, and during that time I only had a few other materials before, so I wasn't able to recover my other items back quite easily. So yeah, that made me quit for almost temporary quit for almost 6 months. So it's just fishing and watching my previous guild mates, previous guild having fun while I was wallowing in my sadness. But yeah, those are the things that you have to expect when you try and push to upgrade your equipment without any backup materials. Yeah, so before we close out our stream, still have 2 minutes left. So again, I have my Twitch account, so please follow me here. I have a YouTube channel, so please subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you get notified for all my posts of the videos and such. And I also have a Facebook account, so all of these three sites are tagged with Schyfleikz. So yeah, that's how you pronounce my gamer tag. So I'll type it in. Type it in using my, what do you call this, restream account. So it's combination of Sky and Flakes. So that's how you pronounce it. So Schyfleikz. That's, unfortunately, that's how you pronounce it. I couldn't think of any other names to use. I wanted to use my real name, but yeah, that's better. So yeah, follow, subscribe, and like for Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. So I do provide highlights for all of my accounts, but mostly I stream on Twitch and YouTube alone because Facebook is iffy, especially with background music, even though I'm using the game's music. So I don't know, maybe it's just the way, it's how it is set up. Music is not tagged in Twitch, it's not tagged in YouTube. But yeah, so yeah, that's it. Again, this is Schyfleikz signing out, and join me again hopefully on Sunday. We'll stream or continue our stream for Fallout 1, and on Wednesdays we still have our free game night. So again, Shadow Shogun or Shogun Shadow, forgot the name. Yeah, thank you guys, and see you again next time.